I wanted to take another little video of that same snake because on this side of it you can see the real light coloration on the side of it. And again, I mean, that's a cottonmouth, but they have this patterns of a copperhead because they're so closely related. But when I look at that side, I'll almost see something that looks more like a copperhead than a cottonmouth when I look at it from this angle. So it would be really interesting to know if that is one that's a hybrid. Now, when you see a copperhead, you know it's a copperhead. They have a very, I mean, the coloration looks like copper, and it's very, very beautiful. All these pit vipers are quite, once you get over the being startled by them, both, especially right after they shed, the rattlesnakes, the copperheads, cottonmouths, not as much because they're more of a camouflage, like a muddy looking color, but still, when you see one like this, where the coloration is quite distinct and it's not so dark all the way through, they have very beautiful patterns. And in fact, rattlesnakes in the West, and especially in the Western United States, have been particularly sought after for making, belts and boots and stuff like that, because the coloration is so vivid and the patterns are so distinct on these snakes. But yeah, so if you see a copperhead, it'll have, the patterns will be just like that almost, but it'll be the distinction between the bands will be much clearer. However, when I look at this snake and I look at the side of that snake, I kind of start to think, hey, maybe we are looking at one that's a bit of a hybrid, because that is possible. And but the mouth is that real white cotton mouth, but yeah, it's a pretty snake. It's a good, I mean, it's a very good specimen of a snake. If you wanted to look at the difference between a water snake and a cottonmouth, or a pit viper and a water snake, that's a really good example right here. Like I said, it's kind of lively because it's warm out, and he's been sitting up here where it's sunny, so I don't want to get real close. It's not a big long snake. It's not like it could strike very far. The distance that it could really, shoot out and bite is not that far. Maybe, I don't know, really probably from right there, I don't know, I wouldn't say, probably 6 inches. I don't think much more than that it could really get you. But yeah, I still don't want to get close to it because it can move too. It can crawl. It doesn't want to bother me though. It wants me to stay away. It's not trying to get me.